Good afternoon, everybody. Doing this at the tail end of this week, but some interesting stuff. Some stuff that's been working for a little bit. Have some updates on. So in Leander, they're building this thing called Leander Springs, and it's like 78 acres of a hotel and 1,000 residences that are happening. It's a $1 billion project. They're starting to get permitting for it. They've been doing a bunch of feasibility studies and water studies because it's going to be a 4-acre crystal lagoon. It's going to be like a miniature water park situation, maybe. I mean, I hope. But it's a big deal for Leander, and that's moving ahead. So if you have always wanted to live outside of like a whirlpool, wave pool situation, there is a chance for you. In Austin, there's going to be these things called street impact fees. Austin's been trying to cook this up since like 2015. Fort Worth has been doing something for a long time. They garner about 18 million or 13 million, a year from the program. Basically, it's a fee that all types of developers, especially commercial, are going to have to pay per development based on how much road traffic that it's going to create, and they pay accordingly. Like it's a per vehicle mile thing. I won't get into the minutia of all that because it isn't even finalized. It won't start until 2022. Also, the city's giving like an 18-month grace period after they ink it for it to actually take effect. But that will be a fee. This is going to be overall really positive, I think, because it's going to pay for new roads, it's going to pay for traffic signals, it's going to pay for bike and pedestrian lanes, areas like that, which is like needed because the developments tear up the roads, and they do cause a lot of traffic in places where there wasn't before because people are living there, working there, doing whatever, right? So it's a one-time fee. So it's not like a forever fee thing, but it is something they're going to have to pay. I'm sure we've all heard a lot about Elon Musk, but they did buy some space, about 40,000 feet across 14 acres in Pflugerville. The Boring Company, tunnel construction company, has inked that deal. The Boring Co. has listed 7 jobs in Austin as hiring, but the plans are kind of up in the air, like what they're doing with that. Some say they're going to bid on the new transit plan that went through. Some say that they're going to construct a tunnel from Austin Bergstrom to the new Tesla project south. It's about 5 miles. But it's to be seen. TBD, if you will. Alamo Drafthouse has finished a year-long plus $5 million restoration of the Baker School that they brought from AISD, 3908 Avenue B in Hyde Park. It's going to be really cool. McMenamins is a company that's been doing this in Portland and throughout Oregon, which is kind of interesting. Seems like they're going after that. They like redo these spaces. They've made them into hotels. They've made them into theaters and event spaces. So I'm wondering if that's the thought. Just a little digression there, but yeah, the Baker School, check it out. There's some beautiful like pictures, renderings of what they've done. I think overall positive. They were actually going to build affordable housing too, but the city of Austin actually bought back a chunk that they sold them to make like a water reservoir. Classic move. Tiff's Treats got like 15 million in funding earlier in the pandemic, but they just got another 10 million from Pixiu. Pixiu is an investment company by a couple of dudes. They've had some land development deals. Most recently, along with some other partners, they bought Easy Tiger from Elm Group, and now they're dipping their toes, or whatever you want to dip in, the cookie business. That's what's happening. There has been, additionally, plans have been finalized and land has been purchased by a California developer for 2 6-story office towers just south of Springdale General. This is big because this is the first we've seen of like really intense, like just straight commercial development growth over there besides Springdale General, which is like a little bit more mixed use retail, kind of restaurant, coffee, situations like that. This is like office towers. So 2 6-story office towers combined 800,000 feet, which currently is bigger than any building downtown. So that's a massive amount of space. It's a magnet for development over there right now, residentially, commercially. But this is the biggest move so far, and it's a big California developer. So be on the lookout for updates on that. You know, the Google Sale building is going to be about 800,000 square feet. But, I mean, that's the Google Sale building. So these two are going to be just comparable square footage to that, which is a big deal. Last but not least, 2 Bay Area restaurants. I was hoping for ones that I knew of. I don't know of these. Maybe they're amazing. I don't love the names, but please someone correct me if these are amazing. Man vs. Fries and Chicken as Cluck. Those are the 2 restaurants in cloud kitchens. So basically they're only going to be available for delivery, like through a lot of the apps. The Man vs. Fries is going to be like every version of the French fry focus, which that's a vision I can respect. They're based out of Oakland, I believe. Chicken as Cluck, I'm not totally sure. Maybe they're amazing. Somebody order them and find out before I pass judgment on them. They could be great. So that's all I got. But until next time, and I'll talk to you about the market tomorrow.